Stellar Blade is already breaking records. When the game launched on Steam, it had over 100k concurrent players at launch, being the #1 single-player PlayStation exclusive to come to PC, even beating out titans like God of War and Ghost of Tsushima. I actually wanted this game so bad that I had to convince my best friend to let me play on his PS5 when it was not out on PC. You could only imagine the convincing I had to do for that. But enough about me and embarrassing myself with no recovery. Let's begin our adventure together with Stellar Blade. The first thing we see is a bunch of cool airships floating around in space, when all of a sudden, the ship then responds by hitting the panic button. I'd say just in time too. As we're spiraling down,
hey bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
We lose control of our pod and wash up on the beach. We're trapped in the pod until our friend Taki comes in and saves us. And then we're rewarded with the best cutscene in gaming. No time for gooning though, because we have enemies right off the bat. These guys here are called Natibas.
Want a break from the ads?
While fighting, we learn that we can perfect parry, as well as special skills at the bottom right, as long as you have the beta energy to use them. With being injured from the battle, Taki throws us a bullet that gives us our new healing potion. These are basically the same as Estus Flask in Dark Souls. You can use as many as you want, and when you rest, it'll recharge fully. Jesus Christ, please! I feel like my graphics card is gonna explode! Catching up with Taki, we're greeted with a boss fight. The boss is pretty easy. He telegraphs his attacks a lot, and you have Taki to back you up. After killing that tub of lard,
no, 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 no.
but it's okay. Taki's here to... Next thing we know, we see Eve talking with a guy named Adam.
So funny!
And we get a reading that there's an Alpha Natiba nearby. Eve then has a flashback showing how we met Adam. He comes in to save Eve with what I can only say is the chopper from Halo 3. From this point onward, we're by ourselves. This is when the game opens up and we can actually start exploring. We run through this back alley and we find a woman glowing against a light post. They can either upgrade your beta energy or your health. And right next to her we can find a dead body of I think a man? Finding these will get you experience for your skill points. Women like heart pieces. Men, new class unlocked. We do some climbing and some cool parkour, finding a couple loot chests, and we make it to our camp. If we come to this monitor, we actually see a bunch of skill trees that we can unlock now. What, you think I was going to cut that footage? After exploring more with cleaning the streets, making our way up the parking tower, and we're introduced to the big supply camps. Here we can upgrade our weapon, our health, and our gear. We also get fast travel with a nifty little payphone. If you go up to the vending machine, it actually counts as a shop as well, giving you healing and offensive items. It's also here that we learn the blink technique. When the enemy flashes blue, we can dash behind them and stun them for a little while. We can also change the music here, and some of the tracks are just so good. Let's take a listen while we watch this cutscene.
アダム、昨日のことだけど、助けてくれてありがとう。
礼なんていい。まあ数年かけて集めたエグゾスパインの素材は全て失ったから。いいんだ。これからは助け合っていけるしな。一緒にアルファネイティブを探し出そう。それにどのみち俺一人の力じゃここまで来られなかった。記録保管庫までたどり着けるなら十分な見返りだよ。
心配しないで。受けた恩は必ず返してみせる。
After that, we go upstairs to the mini-boss. After the boss fight, we go and level up a little bit more, and we learn a new skill called Repulse. I'm not very good at it, but it's basically the same as Blink, but now they have a giant weak point when they're stunned. After getting jumped in the parking lot, we get a new spine that gives us a new upgrade. Eve gets a bunch of different spines and accessories that boost her stats, and they can be upgraded at supply camps. Oh my god! We do a bit more exploring. Get some upgrades for our drone. And head over to the next supply camp.
正直初めてあなたを見た時は驚いた。
なぜだ。
コロニーではもう地球に誰も残ってないって聞いてたから。
そう思われて当然だな。だがマザースフィアにだって知らないことはある。
じゃああなたみたいな生き残りが他にも。
まあいるにはいるが数は少ないな。地球で生き抜くのはそう簡単じゃないんだ。
It's then we get up here where we have to activate a tram to get to our next destination. And not gonna lie, this hacking minigame had me here for at least 10 minutes. It's here I just have to say how amazing this game looks. You can really see the developers putting in their heart and soul into this game. From here we get to the flooded commercial sector. I don't want to hear it. I'm not skipping peak. After taking a break near a rotting corpse, we make our way to the Hall of Records. Going down below, we're introduced to an AI system. It tells us about Mother Spear, a godlike figure in the Stellar Blade universe. It's apparently all-knowing, and people worship it like a god. Eve gets a hypercell, which will be relevant later. But for now, we gotta get out of here. But before we get too far, we're cut off. After that, we continue our search for the Alpha Natiba. Oh shit, drone's down there.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
After that peak gameplay, we make it over to the construction site. It's here that we need 3 keycards in order to move the cranes. There's a lot of area to explore here, and it's here we actually find our first can. A fun little collectible you can find in all of the levels. With all 3 ID cards gathered, we can control these beams and move over to the next area. There are secret collectibles too if you use the steel beams and break these walls. Making our way across, we go towards the sewer area. There's not much to say about this area. It's kind of linear in progression. Making our way outside at the end, we're in the Alpha Natiba's nest, and we see a familiar looking pod in the middle. But you know they won't let us just go up and grab it. After retrieving the Alpha Natiba's core,
誰かいます。聞こえますか。誰か助けてください。お願いします。ポットの中、誰かいます。助けてください。
誰だ。空挺部隊の生き残りか。
救難信号を出したのはあなた。はい、あれは私です。
meet Lily. Unlike Eve, she's not built for combat. She's an engineer, and she'll be a huge help to us in our journey. But with that, we have everything we need, and we head on out. Adam then talks about a city of other survivors that can help us out on our journey. So with that, we head on over to Zion. This is basically our safe haven, with shops, quests, and other fun things to find around here. Adam then introduces us to the leader of the town, the Oracle. He says if we get all 4 of the Alpha Natiba cores, we can get to the nest of the Natibas and take him down for good. We then use the hypercell we got to power the old man, and also give power to Zion. With Gramps upgraded, he tells us that the next Alpha Altiba is going to be near the wasteland. But before we head out, Lily has a little surprise for us.
イブ、これ見てください。ほら早く。これはドローン。腕を前に突き出してください。ほら。よし。ドローンが変形した。その通り。これまでのドローンとは別物です。生まれ変わったその名もドローン 2.0。 遠距離攻撃まで可能な改良型。いいえ、改良なんてもんじゃありません。これぞ進化です。
Yeah, this game just got 10 times better. So with our new gear and outfits, we head on over to the wasteland, which will probably be next time. If I kept going, this video will be hours long. If you guys did enjoy, let me know in the comments. And give this video a like, it would really help me out with the algorithm. And if this video gets enough likes, I'll keep making more parts. I do really love this game, and I really just wanted to share it with everyone else. And if you're new to the channel, help a brother and subscribe. If you don't want to hear about me yapping about the game, pick it up yourself. I think it's definitely worth giving a try. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.